Hi, I'm Tam from Loke BattleMats, and today we're going to be having a closer look at Loke BattleMats Box of Adventure. This is a brand new product for us, which we're going to be launching around Easter 2021, and I'd like to take the time today to have a little bit of a look at what's inside our box. So, without further ado, let's have a look. Right, so let's get on in there and have a closer look at the box of adventure. Now, the first thing you'll notice is that this is a really sturdy box. We've got magnets here, so it seals up really easily. So this is a box which is going to look just amazing on your shelf. It's really sturdy and secure. Great for storing all your bits in there, and also obviously if you travel for your games, that's going to be perfect to fit in your bag as well. On the back here we have a little snapshot of what you're going to find in the box. So we have 24 of these maps, which is 12 double-sided sheets, and these are modular, which means that you can play each sheet individually, or you can line them up using the standard entry exit points to create much larger maps. And we've given you an indication on there just how much map area you get. It is a lot. You also get these 300 cutout tokens, and these tokens are a combination of adversaries, so goblins, snakes, rats, bats, all the sort of animals you would meet out in the wild, and also a combination of building interiors, building roofs, and some terrain features such as rivers to let you customize these maps as much as you like. And those are cut out, so you can store those in the box right with the maps. So super handy. So when we actually open the box, the first thing you will see is all our maps and tokens come in this super handy pack. So I'll put those to the side and we'll have a closer look at those in a minute. Now, the next thing you'll notice is that the box has got this design feature here. So what we've done with this is we've put a little dungeon in on this side of the box. So you can use this as a dice tray, you can use this for storing your minis and cutouts. You can even play that as a dungeon page. So we've given you some extra options there. And then what we have on this side of the box here, I'm just going to make sure you see this, is we've put the map index in with some of our suggestions about how these fit together. So we've drawn some sets here which all fit together nicely, but as you can see just by glancing, you can combine lots of those up again to make huge sets here. We just had to cover this over because every box of this will come with a code to get all this as a digital content for free as well. So that's all included in the price, and your code will be there with instructions about how to redeem that on our website. So you get a free digital copy of this to play online as well. And once again, this box, great for storage. We've made it look like a book, so it'll look fantastic on your bookshelf. And we've given you these handy references here so you can see exactly what's in here. And the map pack itself, as you can see, nice and bundled up, really neat. You'll have the joy of splitting these open and having a look. I'm going to keep this nice and neat. So without further ado, let's get on in and have a close look at what maps and tokens you get. Right, so let's have a look at all the maps and tokens you get in Loke's Box of Adventure. So we're going to be working with some quite large areas here, so do bear with me while I make sure you can see everything. Right, so as you can see, what we have here is 4 individual maps which are combining together to make a larger encounter area. Now these maps are modular, so you can see here we have these standard entry exit points, so you can flow straight through your maps. Now this means that you can play each one of these maps individually or combine them up as I have here to make a larger encounter area. This is one of our wooded areas, so you can see you have the infamous bend in the road here. We also have a bridge with some water feature going on. This is a wooded area. We haven't put a canopy on these trees because, of course, if we put the canopy on, you won't be able to see the ground level, and this will block your line of sight to the place. So we cut our trees off so you can see what's going on here. And again, in the token pack, which we're going to look at in a second, you've got even more cut-out token features there to customise these maps further. But this is all wipe clean as well, so any non-permanent marker pen means you can customise this even further as well. So it just makes these maps really reusable and useful for a huge range of scenarios, and of course completely system agnostic. So we move from an exterior scene through to an interior scene here. This is one of our dungeon maps. And as you can see, again, fully modular, so you can use any of these pages individually or combine them up as I am here to create a larger dungeon area. So again, with our internal areas, what we've given you here is some smaller rooms and corridors on this side with broken line of sight, so you can go exploring off through there, and a larger area here. Great for getting those bigger bases out and having a run around as well. So that's a really good encounter area, gives you lots of different options. So bear with me while I just swap over to our next map set to go through what's included. And again, let's start off with our outdoor area. This is wooded ruins we have here, so lots of interesting options going on. Again, you can see we have our trademark trees here, so you can see what's going on at ground level. And we've got lots of different things. This could be tombs, shrines, ruined castles, lots of treasure to be found here, lots of monsters to be found as well, no doubt. And as you can see, lots of different level changes. So again, some really interesting terrain options there for you. And these, of course, will combine with the other woodland map we've just seen, and also the grassland maps we've got coming up. So you can really mix and match these to make whatever sort of encounter areas that you need to have. And on the back of these, we have our cave system. And again, as you'll see, we have given smaller encounter areas on some of the maps and larger encounter areas on the others. So again, you will be able to have quite a confined encounter through these smaller cavern systems and corridors and paths with wider open space. So that could be your cave entrance coming in, and it could obviously be the area where you meet the end boss through these caves. But once again, you can use these in any combination. So again, you have a perfectly good encounter map here. You can have a longer map, and if you also can use each map individually. So this is completely perfect for a cavern encounter here. And then our last set we're going to be having a look at this is more of a tundra look. I mean, you can combine these in many different ways. As you can see, they do line up quite nicely to form this rocky grassland tundra. So again, we've got lots of level changes there for you. We have some water, so there could be something interesting going on here. And again, we've got some rocks going on. Lots of different options for any encounter, and once again you can use it any combination of the maps that we give here. And then on the back we have another road area with some woodland. We have a plain grass area and a campsite, and again you can use this in any combination with these 4 maps or with any of the maps we've been looking at as well. The campsite obviously is a great one to combine in with a lot of the other maps. This is going to see a lot of use for those long rests. Better remember to set a watch, I bet some exciting things happen. And this area over here, this could be a tavern, a farm building, anything you like really. And that concludes looking through the maps. So let's have a look at what the tokens look like. Now we've given some much larger tokens here as well. So this is a grassland into a cave entrance. So should you wish to run one of these maps through into our cave section, you can simply line it up to give yourself a transition through. And on the back here, we have the top room of our tavern. So again, you have a lot of options here for beds, corridors, a little balcony area here. So lots of different encounter options there. We also have here the tavern roof, so you can add this to your map, and then when you enter your tavern you can simply remove it, and there is the top. And then on the bottom here we have the downstairs of our tavern with the bar area, seating and standing. Lots and lots of encounters happen in taverns, so we just had to put one in. And then again we have some roofs in. These are all cut out tokens, so you can cut out these tents and roofs, add them to any map, and you can create an encampment, a small village, a very interesting skeletal feature here. And then we have some embattlements and some interesting rooms and a fire feature. And here we have some roofs to help customise the map so you can create some buildings and some interest points. And then on the back, you can turn them over. And of course, these are all cut out, or you can use them as you see them here. And then you have the building interiors on the back. So as the party approaches the building, you can turn it over as you enter. And then on here we have a broken cart, some mine tracks, stairs, holes, traps and treasure. And then some features for customising your outdoor maps here: rivers, ponds, rocks, logs, and the cart again. So lots and lots of different options there for making these maps really work for your encounter. And then, last but by no means least, we have these 3 double-sided sheets of tokens. And what these tokens are, these ones are bandits. So as you can see, these all have numbers as well as colour codes to help you keep track of what's going on through any encounter and who's taking damage. We have the larger bases there as well. And obviously these are all cut out. These are all 1 inch, so they will work with the grids on our maps. So we have some goblins here and some ogres. And we also have lots of the common beasts that you will find out in the wilderness. So we have some wolves here, more never have too many goblins, but as you can see, a lot of this art is unique and individual to each one. Bears, more bandits, and then we have snakes, insects, and some rats at the bottom there. And then on our last sheet, we have some more humanoid figures, dragons, a cyclops there. I love the snake and the hydra. They're going to be so much fun to run into. And then some more bandits and wolves for good measure. So between those tokens, and there are in total of these tokens and also the terrain as well, over 300 cutout tokens in this set. So between those 300 tokens to help you craft your encounters and these 24 maps with all the different options this gives you, this really is a great set for running any fantasy tabletop role-playing adventure. You've got all the main encounter areas you could need, and a huge range of cutout tokens and terrain features to customise them and run encounters as well. So this is Loki's Box of Adventure, featuring 24 RPG maps, over 300 cutout tokens. We've called this one the Valley of Peril, and we hope you like it as much as we do. Thank you very much.